Hello everyone, Shaz here from Sharon Dalton, Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Gogango, Central Queensland. I just thought I'd go live tonight. I'm actually supposed to be on holidays, so we had another death in the family, so we've got a funeral next week, so put our holidays a week behind, but it's okay, you know. Life happens, and you just have to keep going. We've had a lot of deaths this year. We've still got one more person who we know is not very well. So this year's just been the year for it. So feeling a bit somber. Yeah, so I thought, no, I'm going to come in and I'm going to make some cards, or we'll talk about some cards and then make a couple of cards. We'll see. Hello, Kay. How are you, love? I'm just going to check and see if the other device is live, and then I'll get back to you guys. Let's see. There we go. Make sure there's no volume there. Yep, that's all good. Okay, how are you, Kay? Oh, not as cold tonight. Thank goodness. Oh, I was feeling that cold all this week. I'm just like, oh, I'd hate to live in the cold country. Yeah, no, I'm a bit of a frog. But I do prefer the winter to the summer, so yeah. How are you, love? I was just saying I've decided to come on and make some cards, so I've got a few things to show and tell first, so I really do appreciate everybody popping in. Leave me a comment and you will go into the draw to win one of tonight's cards. We're going to be using the expressions of interest, expressions of kindness, excuse me, kit that's just been released from Stampin' Up. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're good. I'm going to show you a couple of alternatives with that. And that way then that, you know, you're not, you're stretching the kit a little bit more. The kit is $41, but it's still really good value because I believe there's 8 cards in this kit, but I believe you can probably get 16 out of it. So yes, you have to use other supplies, but yeah. Hello, Karen. How are you? Thanks for watching, honey. Make sure you leave me a comment. I saw your lovely cards that you posted yesterday. I'm glad you enjoyed that class. Yeah, so I'm going to flip you to the ceiling, and then I'm going to flip you down to the desktop. So just if you're giddy, look away. Okay. And let's see if we've got it lined up, which most times I don't. Hello, Tina. How are you, love? Thank you for watching. Just going to move this guy up a little bit. That's a bit better. A bit happier with that now. There we go. How are you, love? Nice, a long time no talk to you. Righto. So today I had the Scrapbooking Global blog hop. That's the 3rd Thursday of every month. And each month we have a different guest designer. After August will be our last month with guest designers. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're good. And I'm glad you caught me live. Thank you. Yeah, so August will be our last month. So September we'll go back to the design team, the creative design team that is the members of the admin team who run Scrapbooking Global. So yes, I've had family for 2 weeks down from Rocky. Oh, nice. Very good. You would have enjoyed that. So yeah, so today's theme was about using your scraps. Now, I don't know if you saw a sneak peek of my layout, but I have this huge box. I'm just going to put that up there because, and I have this box, look, and it's full of bits and pieces that I've cut out for different projects or, you know, leftovers. And so I went through this bag and these papers today, and I used them to create a layout. So I'll just pop this back on the top of there. I'm very happy with the layout. I finally got to scrap our, I just can't think of the words at the moment. Finally got to scrap my trip to Perth for Onstage in 2022. So got those photos scrapped. It was supposed to be an exciting time, but I ended up coming down with COVID, and I was supposed to be over there because my daughter was about to give birth. So I had to spend a week in isolation because I got COVID. And my friend Monica from Bundaberg, she came over to have a holiday with her husband, and they both got COVID as well. So they spent their holiday in the motel room. So yeah, so getting back to my scraps, I thought I would use some pieces that I'd already had cut from this one. So Thoughtful Journey has this beautiful stamp set, and I didn't pick up the dies, but anyway, you can see the dies over here. But I only used this stamp with some Versamark ink. And the reason I used Versamark ink was because it brings out the colour in the actual cardstock that you're using. So you don't actually need to do tone on. You don't actually need to use the same coloured ink. You can just do the tone on tone with... I just dropped my ink pad on my page. Yeah, you can just do tone on tone with your Versamark. Hello, Lisa. How are you, love? Thank you for joining. I was just saying to the girls, I made a scrapbook page today. So I just want to show you a few things of how I brought this page together. So yeah, using the Thoughtful Wishes. And then I used this part here of the roof of the birdhouse to make a frame to go around my photos. So that was the only part I used of that. And then I had to cut another You Make Me So Happy, because the one that I had, it had cut off this piece here. So I had to create another one of them. So this is called a hybrid folder. And that means that you've got a die that goes inside, and then you just put your paper in here and you run it through. I'll just do a sample one to show you. I've got a little piece of card here. Well, I did have, I just had it, I thought. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so here's our piece of card. So try and fill your page as much as you can. I think I'll go this way and get most of that one. So try not to put it right up there in the seam. Keep it back a little bit. And then because it's a hybrid folder, that means it's a little bit thicker. You'll need to use your grey plate. I'm just going to turn around and do this on the big machine. So you need platform 1, the embossing folder with the spine going in, and then your grey plate, which is plate number 4. Now it does do a bit of cracking, this one, because it's quite thick. So I'll move those ones out of my way for now. And it also comes with some fun little dies, this one. So this is the dies that come with it. Let me see if I can get it around the right way. Nope. Yep, that way. Because I didn't draw on this one, have I? So yeah, so you've got some little flowers, some little leaves, some more little flowers. I actually don't know what that is. Some stars, some rainbows, some hearts, and some more rainbows. So you're able to make some very cute little bits with that one. And that one is called the Thoughtful Moments die. So this is what happens when you run it through. Not only do you get an embossed piece of card, you also get a die cut of all those letters, all those words, sorry. So this is the one that I had, but I had to cut the second one because it was cut off the happy. So you make me happy, love you. Hello. Hello, Jenna, how are you, love? Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment and tell me what you've been up to. Thinking of you with sympathy. Now see how this celebrates, cut in half? So I'll just toss that one. Oh, happy day, and thank you. And the other ones I missed out were just because and get well and celebrate. So yeah, so that's a good little embossing folder, that one. So I'll pop them at the back. Okay, so let's move this catalogue. So they're, yeah, page 46 and 47, that one. And here is my layout. So I have covered a lot of what I've stamped in the background here, but I just felt like it needed something in the background. But that was before I started to add things, wasn't it? But anyway, and this card up here, it is cut out from one of the Memories and More cards. It was on one of the tags. Let me just grab them. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, crash, bang. So these are the cards that also go with this suite. So there's that one and that one. So as I said, it's a bit of show and tell tonight. That one and that one. This one and that one. And then I've only got one of this one. And that's what's on the other side of that. Sending all my love and some more beautiful backgrounds. And then thanks so very much. Now, thinking that punch, that there, might punch out with our, what is it called? Modern oval punch. Let's have a look. Let's try it. Let's see. Oh, it punches on the inside. You could fit it. So I just thought with that shape it looked like the modern oval. So, but the card I used was this one. So this is the background of it. And then I just chopped this down to fit onto my page there. So chop that down. Righto, so the rest of them, there's this one and that one, but I've used quite a few of these already. I think you only get 20 something cards, I think now. Happy birthday and a bit of Blackberry Bliss. Thinking of you today and some spots. And then this one with the best day ever and some foliage. Very clever. Oh, thank you. I really like the Memories and More cards because you're able to do other things with them other than just using them in your scrapbook albums. So in the catalogue, wherever I put it, here we go. See this die here? This is what I've used in here to create some interest in the background and in that part there. And I had all these strips left over from cards we made at Coffee and a Card Day. And I thought, oh, how am I going to use them and incorporate them in a layout? So I just made a bit of a border up there and thought, oh yeah, that'll work perfectly. And that paper there is this one here, the Thoughtful Design Specialty Designer paper. So it's 12 by 12 too, so it's a good size, that one. And then I thought, well, it's all about Stampin' Up, so I thought I may as well bring in the Crafting with You stamp set, but I used the dies. I didn't use the stamp set in the end. So these were already cut out. This one was already cut out. These scissors were already cut out. The only thing I had to do was this little guillotine here, and I made that in wild wheat. So yeah, and then I made the little blade in silver. And down here you can see where I've used this You Make Me So Happy. So you can actually put ink on the inside of that. Where did I put it? Sorry, I had to reach behind me again. You can actually put ink on this side. Put some ink with your blending brushes, and then when you put the steel die in and you put your paper in here, it will give you the impression with the ink once you've run that through the embossing folder. So I've done that on other cards as well. So yeah, so that was my scrapbooking page. And now if you're into scrapbooking, go to my business page and there's a link to see the rest of the other ladies. There was 7 of us this month. So yeah, so there's quite a bit there of people just using strips of paper, and some being very creative and using lots of different things that I would not have even thought to do. So yeah, it was very good. So let's get that out of the road. Now, as I said, there's a bit of show and tell because I really haven't been making that much. I made this one for our Coffee and a Card class yesterday. So everybody got a kit, and it may not have been these colors, and you just made up the card with this kit. So it's kind of like a Z fold, I suppose, an extended Z fold. And then I've used the, what is this one called? Irresistible Blooms. It's in the online exclusives, this one. And then this one was the other card we did. And now talking about tone on tone, like I did in my scrapbooking layout. So here I just used Versamark ink and let the cardstock color come through onto my page. Well, on this one, we did first generation, second generation, third generation of the ink. It was a lovely card, and the second one was lovely too. Thanks, Kay. Glad you enjoyed it. And then all of these ones in the background here is just done with the Versamark ink on the stamp. So just to get a bit of variance. And down here is first and second generation of the, foreground. And then the girls just put some in the middle as well. Most people decorated their envelopes. So yeah, they were the 2 cards that we made yesterday. Well, other people made different colors. And then on the 17th of July, I'm going to do coffee and cards, but Christmas in July. So we're going to make these cards with the advent calendar. Can't think what it's called. Let me have a look. What is that one called? Go back. And then the cards are these gold cards and envelopes. Still trying to find it, girls. Shop products. Then we need to go to kits, collections, and crafting kits because there's no stamping in this one. I've added this stamp in. So we want the rustic Christmas countdown, this one here. And that's the kit we're using. But we're only using the wreaths and the poinsettias and the leaves. So, and these cards. So yeah, so that's July 17, that one. And now while I'm still on the subject of kits, we are going to make a couple of quick cards with the Expressions of Kindness kit. And this is amazing, amazing. So they all come in this beautiful little brown box. Just bear with me, I'm going to have a little drink of my cup of tea that my darling husband made me. It's still a bit hot. Oh, sorry for gulping there. So yeah, so this one, it has 3 different designs it wants you to create, but I only did 2 because I didn't want to waste this beautiful design on the other side. So yeah, so what I did was I just made up 2 of the 3 designs. So all the instructions, everything that you need is in this kit. So this one's a stamping one. So you've got stamps, ink, ribbon, embellishments, dimensionals, and glue dots in this. The only thing you'll need is a pair of scissors. So these are the cards here. So on the back of this one is this design, and they wanted me to make that and then have that at the back, and I was like, nah, not happening. So I'm going to cut that up, a card base, and make 2 out of that tonight, but I'll show you the cards. So these are the 2 that I made. I'll just move the box out of the way. Hello, Mum, how are you? Hello, Marg, how are you? Thank you, Lisa. So this is the first one I made, Kindly Deliver To. So you actually stamp the little flower bit here and stamp the sentiment. They wanted me to put 5 bling on, but I didn't want to put 5, so I just put 3. And then the other one that I made is this one, Wishing You the Happiest of Birthdays. So we didn't do any stamping, we just used the front of the card. We put some stamping of the background in there, and then some ribbon and the beautiful tags and 3 more embellishments again. So that other card, they want you to use this back panel. So I'm going to cut that back panel off another card, and we're going to make that card with just a plain white piece of card. Okay, so let me show you what's in this kit. So you have a stamp set. You have a whole bolt of ribbon. Now this ribbon is exactly the same ribbon as our in color ribbon and our basic beige, which I think it is called something weave ribbon. Let me just go not that way, it's got to be this way. Nope. No, it's not there either. Well, let's go back to the back of the catalogue, because that's where the ribbons all are. On page, come on, where are my ribbons? On page 112. So this ribbon is the white form, but you can't buy it in white, you only can buy it in this kit. and it is called number 7. Petunia Pop, so bordered ribbon it's called, and you get 9.1 meters of this. So it's exactly the same as all the in color ones. So over here, so you've got, oh, actually it's not, you know, I thought it was. No, it's just a weavy one. Ooh, different again. Look at that. That tripped me up. Well, it's not the one I thought it was. But anyway, it's still beautiful ribbon. So yes, so full bolt of ribbon, some stamps. You get an ink spot. I'm not going to use the ink spot because I keep them and give them to people as little gifts. Then you've got a bag full of goodies. You've got a stamping block. You've got some dimensionals. You've got some glue dots. Now, if you've ever got one of our kits and wondered what these are, when you peel that top layer off, there's a glue dot underneath there. Can you see that? So yes, so peel the whole thing off and put it on your project. But I know people have thought these are embellishments, but they're not. They're the glue dots. And then here's your embellishments. Aren't these gorgeous little guys? Right, so let's pop all that back in there, because I'm going to use a block that I've got over there and all the rest of it. I'm going to find my Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to use that one. Now here's our cards. So we've got a card, we've got ribbon we'll need there. Get that out of the road. So we also have in this, look at these beautiful envelopes. Oh my God, they're just so gorgeous. So in previous scrapbooking pages, I've actually cut the edges off this and used this as a background in some of my layouts. Not this particular one, but other cards. Yeah, and I've also made little pockets with the envelopes as well in a scrapbooking layout. So that's our envelope. And then we will need some bits and pieces. So these guys are one of the die cuts. And then we've got these beautiful sentiment tags, those ones. And then we have these beautiful bits and bobs. So I reckon that even though you're not going to have enough to make the 16 cards that I said that you could with all of the bits and pieces, you could easily replicate some gold with any die that you've got that's a leafy print die. So yeah, so that's another way of extending it. Or you could chop these, you know, in smaller pieces to make it go a little bit further. But what do we need for this card? We need, so it's telling me, this one is what we need. It's telling me that we need to, just a note, kindly deliver to, yes, so sorry, I was just checking because that's got just a note there and that one's got kindly deliver. So that must be 1 and then this must be 2. 3, 4. Oh, so that is, I don't know, I'm confused. But anyway, I'm going to do it my own way. Easily confused, see? Let's have a look. So let's grab our little chopper and chop that up so that we've got it chopped. There we go. I really wished we could get some more of these. I've had so many people ask me for them. So I'm just going to chop that just inside where that score mark is. And then I'll chop this one just on the other side of the score mark. So we get 2 cards out of one card base. Okay, so there's our 2 card bases. So we'll just pop this one aside for now. Now, because our cards in Australia are much smaller than the American size cards, we might have to trim a bit of this down. So I'll be really mindful of making sure that I keep the strip that I'm going to cut off. So let's get the trimmer. There we go. As I said, I had a fairly big mess here on my table after my crafting session today. Now I'm going to use the trimmer upside down because that's how I use it. So I can see where my 10.5 mark is. Making sure I'm not using the cutting blade. Bring the scoring blade down and score your card. Now there's a couple little marks on that, so I'm going to use my magic eraser here and take those bits of glue off. Obviously it's been sitting on my desk. So let's give that a bone fold. Yes, it is very pretty, isn't it? Okay. Let's see how much we're going to have to chop off, girls. We might even have to... Oh no, I won't make the card smaller. But I think I'll chop off this side because then I can put that on the inside of the card. So I reckon I only need about... I'm just thinking 3 7/8, I think, might be a nice size to fit evenly all the way around and have a nice border. There we go. So there's the start of our card. Now, as I said, we can cut down our gold pieces. So let me grab that. And it's really quality foil and quality paper. It's not as soft as it normally is because I sometimes find that the kits are a little bit flimsy and haven't really been my favourite product in the online store. So let's see if we need that whole one of that, and we'll posh out one of these guys. And we might only use partial bit of this, I think, and maybe a partial bit of that other one. Who else has got this card kit? Righto, there we go. Hey, Mum, I'm coming to town tomorrow. I'll see ya. Because I need some food. Because we were planning on going away, we let all of our stocks go right down to nothing. And yeah, so tonight I pulled some steak out and we made some mince. So let's have a look here. I think I'm just going to cut this bottom bit off and use that little one down there. It's in the order. It looks so pretty. Oh, it is. It's just beautiful, Tina. There we go. So we might just use that one. Pop him there. Pop that back in the box. Now with this bit of gold here, let's have a look. So we don't want to use the whole bit. Might just cut this bit so that I've got that other bit for another project. Okay, so see here on this one, I'm going to use the stamp and I'm going to put some of the detail in. I'll just grab this. Now, when you first get these stamps, make sure you give them a good clean with your chamois or your Stampin' Scrub, just so that you can get all of the imperfections from when they've been manufactured. And I'm looking for my chamois, but I can't find it. So, where is that? Let's just use the Stampin' Scrub. So who doesn't own a Stampin' Scrub? So the purpose of them is so that you can give your stamps a really good clean after you've finished using them. So there's a wet and a dry side, but because this hasn't been used for a little while, I'm actually going to put a bigger spray on the wet side with the Stampin' Mist. Hello Jules, how are you, love? Good to see you. And then I'm just going to put a light mist of just plain water on that back one. Okay, so let's grab those stamps again. So as I said, they stain straight away because they're photopolymer. So we're going to get this guy here and we're going to put him on our block, and I'm just going to give him another little clean. There we go. So yeah, so if you don't have a Stampin' Scrub, that's a must for you to keep your stamps in tip-top condition, especially your red rubber ones, because they you know, they're a bit deeper and stuff like that. So okay, we're going to put some Blackberry Bliss ink on this little guy. So just fairy kisses. You don't need to smush the ink into that very much. I'll move that up. And then it doesn't really matter because, you know, in all honesty, nature is not perfect. Where you line that up. Oh, I really don't have any room tonight. Everything's in the wrong place. Just leave that one up there. You get back down there and you can go there. Got a bit of a mess happening. Close this one up just for a minute because I'm not really sure what sentiment I'm going to put on that. So get our card back. Now let's have a look here. So I reckon that we can even probably chop this again and just have those 2 leaves on this side cut off so that we can have some behind here, and then we'll put this in here. So we've got a bit of gold poking out there. Oh, it's not going to work for me. No, it's not going to work for me. Okay, we'll go down lower then. There we go. Let's do that. I'll pop that little bit in there. Will that work for me? There we go. There's a bit. And then we've got this other one that we can now just pop up here. So there's no harm in cutting it. Actually, I think I might cut it again. Oh, my design process. Who else has this issue? I love how everyone is cutting up the card kit and coming up with different ideas. It shows so much versatility. Oh, most definitely, Lisa. You know, like I'm such a add a million layers that's why I think I get so bored with the card kits, because there's not enough scope for embellishment for me. So let's have a look here. You can go up there. You get in there. Maybe even, oh, come on. Maybe there. And then this this one can come out this side. And then this one can come out here. There we go. It's a bit hard. I might get some glue dots happening because it's trying to move around everywhere. And my take a pick tool. So let's get our glue dots happening. So I'll just put a glue dot on the back of here so that I can put this one on. There we go. Got one there. And then I'm going to put another one up here at the top so I can put that other one on. Poke it out this side. And this is very, very thick, this gold foil. And then one more glue dot. Now, as you saw, I'm not using the glue dots in the pack because I can get these ones off much more easily. There we go. So I'm going to put a glue dot down there to hold that in place. And then I'm going to put, whoops, get over. And I'm going to put another glue dot down here to put the goldy bit on. Probably out of camera view, am I? Really sorry if I am. Just going to pop that one in there and put my glue dot on again just to hold it in place. Now, the thing I love about the glue dots is you can manipulate them so you can't see them. They're really good. They just roll up like little balls of glue. Look at that, beautiful. So let's stick this layer down first. Now you could also put a layer of Lost Lagoon, because what colours does it say is in this kit? If you didn't know, it also tells you what colours are in the kit. It also gives you a QR code to show you how to put them together. So it says Blackberry Bliss, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Petunia Pop, Wild Wheat and Gold are the coordinating colours. So you could have put another layer on that, but I'm just going to use good old glue and glue that layer down. Now you don't need a lot of glue with this Tombow glue. Trying to teach that to my girls at classes, making sure my card's opening the right way. So there's that bit. Now I'm going to put a bit of this design in the background. So I love these kind of background stamps because there's no right or wrong way of using them. But I only want a little tiny bit, so I'm just going to put a little bit there and a little bit over there, and maybe, without dropping the stamp, a little bit here, because I don't want a big splodge behind where I'm going to put my my flower. Okay, so see how I didn't do that in the middle? And then I'm just going to pop this here, and I'm going to pop my sentiment out this way. So that little bit there will be covered up anyway. So use some dimensionals now. That way this will hold this down as well. So what's everybody been up to? Lisa, how are you coping with the cold weather? Because I know you're down in the cold reaches. You're in South Australia, aren't you? I'm just going to chop some of these guys in half. Sorry if you can hear the motorbike. It's just started up from next door. Hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. Oops, someone's going to have to be picked up, moved over. That'll do us. Okay, let's peel those off now. Yes, tonight we were hoping to get to Charters Towers. We had to take Barry's eldest brother back to Emerald, and then we were going to go on to Charters Towers and start making our way to Cairns, but unfortunately that didn't happen. See, what we could have done is we could have put some, let's try that, shall we? While we've got this, I'll just take that off because I can't see. Let's put some on this one. And some on that one. And then a little tiny bit down here. And then another bit over here. Make sure I don't go out on the edge there. But anyway, there we go. So we're going to stick these ones down. Long process, this one, isn't it? And then I'm going to use one of these blue ones to put, what sentiments do we have? Might just do Just a Note, I think. I haven't used that one yet. Just a Note. So especially when you're getting them off and you haven't used them before, peel them off gently because they can rip. And we don't want to have a ripped stamp. That would be not much fun at all. Let's get that out of the way. So what I do is when I first pull them off, I just let them sit on my grid paper and then I pick it up with the stamp. Now what you can also do to these stamps, okay, good night Mum, or I'll see you tomorrow. You can condition them by putting some Versamark on them first and then cleaning them, and that sometimes stops the ink seeping into the block as much. So let's just put that back over there. Okay, Just a Note. You don't need to have a lot of pressure when you're putting ink on your stamp. Now, if you're a first-time stamper, I would recommend putting a Stampin' Pierce mat underneath this. But I've been stamping for a few years, so I just have a little bit more pressure for a little bit longer, and I get a perfect image. So you can see that it's not as dark as these guys, but that's okay. And then I'll just peel that one off and clean this one while I've got the Stampin' Scrub out. Mine's broken. It doesn't come like this apart. It's normally together, but mine is broken. But I've had mine since right at the very beginning. Okay, let's put this ink away before we get ink everywhere. Okay, you get out of my way. Come back into here. Now, I think we could have had a bit of ribbon behind that, but too late. I've already popped that down. So once I put that on there, it might cover too much of that. Might put a glue dot behind that. See the thought process, girls, that go into this? Oh, a bit of a worry, aren't I? Bit of a worry. Right, let's put this on here. And let's roll that a little bit in so we can't see it. There we go. And then if we can still see it, we just use our Take a Pick tool and just push it back in there a bit. Okay, let's have a look at this just a note. What about if I bring it down here? Oh, that's better. I'll bring it down there a bit. So we can have a bit of ribbon behind that. Now, I'm just going to go like that and then chop it. Now, I recommend that you hold it taut when you chop it. That way you get a nicer cut. Hold your ribbon taut, and then I'm going to use a little bit of tape to hold my ribbon down. And then I'm just going to have a little bit either side of the sentiment. Oh. There we go. A little bit either side, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals on that. What did I do with them, girls? Here they are. Yesterday when I went to my coffee and cards, there's a new bakery that's open called Banjo's, and I thought, oh, I'll duck in there and meet the new franchisee of it, because she's one of my friends from Tasmania. Oh, they were smashed. They had people lining up outside the door. There was cars trying to get car parks, because it's only like 5 car parks. So it's not a place that you go when it's rush hour. But my husband ate the pies today, and he said they're absolutely beautiful. I had a Danish because I was driving home and wanted something to snack on, and it was beautiful too. So tomorrow when we go in, I might see if I can get something else, try something else. Seeing as though we're still here, I just decided I needed another one down there. Come on, off you come. Oh, I'm really struggling tonight. Come off. Got fingernails, but it just will not stay on there. Come on. Oh. Ah! Send help, girls. Send help. There we go. I got it. I got it. Right. Let's stick this down now. There we go. Just a note. Come down here a little bit more. Making sure it's straight before I push down totally. And then we want our pretties. Let's get some pretties. They're real glittery, and they're fairly high, so it's not an embellishment that you'd put on if you want to mail this away, because yeah, they're fairly tall embellishments. Look at that. It only took me an hour to make, but you know, we'll be right. There we go. So there's one alternate one that I've made. So I'll grab those others back so I can show you. So 1, 2, 3. What do you reckon? Do you like the kit? Do you think it's worth the $34? I think that it is. I think it is. So if I was to get maybe a piece of Blackberry Bliss, I reckon, I'll get a piece of that and make another card. Let me just grab that because I didn't plan on that. Blackberry Bliss. And now we need a card base. Yeah, they're really nice. So this was my card base from yesterday from our class. So I won't use that one. Oh, I might use that one. Actually, that might look nice with it. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, where's that piece that I chopped off? See, we could put this one on the inside of our card here. That's the piece we chopped off the edge. Might do that later. Right, let's think about this. If I chop this bit down a little bit more, let's move them up, just so you can still kind of see them. Chop this down a little bit more to 9.5. And then we need about the same taken off the edge. There we go. And then this one needs to be 10 centimeters by 14.3. So that was a big piece. Let's have a look. A little tiny border. There we go. I'm just making sure I'm not cutting off too much. That's all, girls. Crafting on the fly here. There we go. You like it, Margie? Yeah, I thought you'd like it. You like your card kits, don't you? Right, so here's our card base. So I'm going to put that one underneath and this one over the top of it. Now, for those of you who don't know me or who do know me, know exactly what I'm about to do. We're going to use the 1 3/4 punch, the 2-inch punch, and the 2 3/8, I think. Or no, maybe 2 1/4 inch punch. We're going to use those. And I'm going to punch the 2-inch one, no, the 2 1/4 inch one out of my base. So I've got one of them, and then I'm going to punch a 2-inch one as well. So I'll go from the other side this time. There we go. I have these punches close at hand so that I can just grab them at a moment's notice. So now I'm going to pop that back there and we're going to stick this one down. So I need some glue. Now, I saw a really good idea the other day from Lisa Curcio. I think I've told the girls at class, but I haven't got a mat handy. Use your come on girls, what's it called? Silicone mat. And glue on that, because then you don't get glue on your work surface that you're working on and you don't transfer it to your card. So just put a little bit of glue around where we've cut those circles out. And I just put glue on there somewhere. I felt it go on. So whenever I'm making my card, I always open it up so I can see exactly that I've got the right amount of border around all of my card. Right, so that's our Blackberry Bliss layer. Which kit is this one? We'll have to order. This one is called The Expressions of Kindness, Margie, and you get 8 cards. But as I was saying to the girls, you could chop this up and you could get 16 if if you're careful. You could probably get more because you could cut this one into 3, the front of that one. Now let's have a look at the back of that one. Let's see what's on the back. What's on the back of that? Oh no, it's just a plain colour on the back of that. But you could still stamp some images on there. But yeah, you could cut that one into 3. So you could do more. You've got options. Yeah, so, and you get stamps with it, mug, you get the ink with it, but I'm just using our regular ink. So I'm going to put this piece that I embossed in the timber embossing folder. I'm going to pop it on top. And because it's got embossing, I'm going to give it a good layer of glue on that one. How are we going for time, girls? Thank you all for playing along, watching. What are we doing? An hour. Okay. Okay, let's make this one and then we'll call it quits. But I really do appreciate everyone popping in and saying hello, and there we go. So you've got this beautiful wood grain layer. Like you can see underneath where it is, but we're going to put things over it, so you're not really going to be able to notice. Normal piece of card, you probably wouldn't see that. It's just that Blackberry Bliss is quite a dark one. So 1, 2, and then I've got this one for my smaller one, and 3. And then I'm going to pull in that other card that I chopped the front out of before. What did I do with it, girls? What did I do with it? That's the envelopes. Let's have a look. That's not it. That's not them. That's not it. Come on, I can't have lost it. I've only had it here on the table. Cardboard, card, card, card. I'm not going to use any of those bits. Oh, there's 2 different kinds of envelopes. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool. I did not know that. Is this it? Oh, look, there it is. There's those other bits as well. Let me see what I'm going to do. So I think I will use the 2-inch circle. Oh, on this one. Go in a little bit so I can get most of that. There we go. And pop that on our 2 1/4 inch. Now let's see. Now 2 3/8 is bigger, isn't it, than that? Yes. So that's not going to work for me. So let's go 1 3/4. That's fairly little, but that's okay. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, 1 3/4. I'm going to go as close to the edge as I can there so I can get most of that one. Pop that one out to the side. Now, what shall we do? Let me see if I've got another punch that's handy, but I don't think that's, I think that's going to be too small. But we could do 2 colours then. Let's have a look here. How much am I going to get out of that one? Let's see. Let's see, girlies. Oh, I like it. Don't like that one, but so let's have a look here. Will we make that one go out there? Let's just put a sentiment on that one. Let's take some of this one, and there's our, that's not the stamp, that's not the punch I want. Nope, this one. We'll do the same size. I'll see if I can get it in here. Nope. Nope. I really don't want to take it out of that. Oh, up there I might be able to. Nope. Oh, maybe there. Maybe there, and then I can put a sentiment on that. And I'm still getting the purple one in then. Right, let's have a look. What do you reckon? I reckon it's too big for that one. But I don't want to make this thing smaller. Because that's the same size. There we go. And then I'm going to put a sentiment in there. What have we got? Where's our sentiments? Kindly deliver. Okay, I'm going to split that one up and only ink up 1/2 of it. Sorry, girls. The thought process, I know. Okay, let's have a look. There's our ink gone. Let's put these bits away in here. I still haven't used those bits. This one I might use yet. What to do with my ink? There it is. Also some girls, yep. Right, so I'm only going to ink up the kindly first, and then I'm going to put that. Ooh. That up there, and then I'm going to clean it. Clean it really well because we want to ink the other end then. Now, because we've got 2 on here, I'm going to put a sticky note on it to stop it from... Oh, good night, Jules. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to cover the 2 up just so I can ink that end. So... it's a bit tricky, but hopefully I'll only get that bit. There we go. Kindly deliver. Kindly deliver 2. Now let's clean that again. Right, 2. Just do that little end 2. There we go. I'm going to tip it upside down just so I can get it, so I can see where to put it. Kindly deliver 2. Look at that. Get rid of that one that I've put ink on. So I'll keep that piece. We won't get rid of that just yet. Okay, So I reckon I like that. We could also add some Wink of Stella, I reckon. Do I want to pop it up or do I want to leave it down flat? I think I'll leave these flat. Oh, good night, honey. Sorry, taking too long. As I said, I didn't have anything prepared. I just thought I'd come on. So let's off-center it, which Mum will be saying, Sharon, what are you doing? You normally have everything centered. Yes, Mum, I normally do, don't I? Going a bit crazy in my old age. And then this one, I'm gonna off-center it as well. There we go. 1, 2, have those two like that. And then this one, I'm gonna pop up. So I'm gonna stick these ones flat. Thank you for joining me, girls. I know I've taken a fair chunk of your night. Overlap that one a little bit. And then this one, I'm going to pop up. So I'm still going to pop this one down flat. But he's going to come out a little bit further. Okay, now let's put some dimensionals on this guy. And I'm going to peel the dimensionals off as I go this time. See if that makes it any easier. Right, let's have a look. There we go. Kindly deliver to. Oh, I like that. Pretty. Now I'm going to add some Wink of Stella. Right, let's have a look here. So give it a shake. Activate all of that fluid that's in there. And then give it a little tiny squeeze, not very much. There's C2 push buttons there, one on either side. Just give it a little squeeze till you see some come down into the barrel. This one might be nearly empty by the sound of it, but we should get enough. So then just put some on that flower bit. Look at that, beautiful. Now, if you wanted to, we could, what did I do with the leftover bit of that? We could die cut that out. Oh, not die cut, but pop it out and we could make it sit up a bit higher. But I'm going to leave that for another card. And then I'm just going to do some here on this bit of wild wheat. Just a bit there, a bit there. There we go, girlies. Look at that. Give it a bit of bling. That was a bit more over here. Where's my lid? There we go. Kindly deliver to. Let's put some bling on it now. If said person can find bling. What did I do with it? What did I do with the bling? It's not here. I honestly don't know what I've done with it, girls. So I can't find it. Anyway, I will put bling on it later on because I've lost it somewhere in the process. Let me see if I put it on my little whirly gig. Yes, that's what I did. Pop that on there and that in that box. Right, let's add some of these. Okay, Marg, thank you for joining. I'll put some bling on it and then somebody will win one of these cards that I've made tonight. I'll do a drawing before I go away. I might actually put 5 on this one. There we go. Oh, the decisions. There we go. So the cards I made tonight were these two. So that just gives you a couple of different alternates to the ones that they say in the packet. So these are the ones out of the card kit as they said to do them. And then they're the other ones that I've made. So I might, offline, I might cut one of these into 3 and make a card too. Beautiful, look at all that gold on there. Okay, girls, thank you very much for your attention tonight. And yeah, I'll pop these up and pop the video up tomorrow. I'll download it tonight. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And I won't see you next week because I definitely will be away next week. And the following week I will be home, but whether I'm home in time to make a card or not. So I'll let you know about that. Okay then, good night. Bye for now.